guys and gals, GearHeadGirl here. So we were at the track. My front pads are pretty much done, but I still got a lot of meat on the rear. So I thought today we'd show you how to switch the rear pads with front pads, since I don't use the rears too much and I need pads in the front. First step, using the appropriate size breaker bar, remove your bolts. So removing these two bolts, and then the whole caliper should come off. Okay. And then we're just going to undo this one and this one. So we're using a size 5mm Allen key, and we're just loosening this one and this one so we can get the pads out. Alright, we used our Allen key to loosen these, then we took a screwdriver to pop it up and through, and then you can should be able to get through and take your pad out. So for comparison, to the left we have a pad out of a race car. To the right we have the tiny baby pads out of a Ninja. Alright, so now that we've gotten the pads off the front, we're just going to do the same thing to take the pads off the rear. So in the rear you have Allen keys, so we have a 6mm Allen key, and we're just going to remove these two to be able to take off the rear caliper. So we've got the two bolts out, and we'll remove the caliper now. So using the appropriate size pry bar, we're going to remove the rear caliper. Cool. So then we can just take that off, and we will remove the 5mm pins, Allen key pins, and remove the brake pads. Run the screwdriver through to get the pins out, and then the pads should easily come out. Yay! Here's a side-by-side. You can kind of see the difference between how much is left on the front versus the rear and why I am switching them. So we're just going to take some brake clean and start to clean off the old pads, and we'll also wipe down the calipers. So now we're just taking our front pads, we're putting them in the rear caliper, and then we'll put the pins back in once we place the other one. There you go. Back in. So this will seat in there, and then we'll just reinsert our pins. So now we've got both the pins in, and they're holding the pads in place. And now we're just going to tighten them down. So we just tighten both pins down. So now we got our pads in place, and we're just going to slide it back onto the rotor. Line those up and put the bolts back in. Alright, so we're just going to reinstall our caliper with our crappy front pads in the rear, since I don't use the rear brake hardly at all. And just tighten both of them down. Yeah, so there you can see the difference in thickness between how much I had in the front versus how much I had in the rear. Yeah, so we're just going to clean off our caliper with some brake clean here. Yeah. I'm gonna wipe it down and then put in our rear pads. When you're cleaning anything with brake clean, you really should be using proper protective equipment, such as rubber gloves. You do not want to get this stuff on your skin, so don't do what I'm doing. So we're just going to push the pistons back in with a little crowbar. Little crowbar doesn't work. You can move on to a different tool that will push those pistons right back up. Yay! And now we can put the pads back in. So now we're just going to take our pads with lots of meat and put them into the front. So we got that there. And then this goes there. And then we'll have to push the spring down and put our pins back in. And we're gonna take our 5mm Allen and then screw these back in. Yay! And now we're just gonna put it back on the rotor and reinstall the bolts. Cool, so we're just going to put our bolts back in. Again, these are 12mm, and we're going to tighten those down and we'll be almost done. And you just torque them to spec. And the appropriate size screwdriver. Let's remove this one and this one. And you have access to your brake fluid reservoir. So we're just getting ready to bleed the brakes here. Alright, so we're all set up and we're going to bleed the brakes now. Yay! Let's see if I can get this out. Pumping the brakes through. Holding. Floor. Pumping it back up. Holding. Floor. Top off the reservoir now that we've bled everything. And then that is the lovely stuff that's come out of the front. Now it's time to bleed the rear. Alright, so we're just gonna do the same thing for the rear, bleed the rear brakes, and then we'll be done. So we're just adding fluid to the rear reservoir. And that is what has come out of the system. Kinda gross. Hey guys and gals, so in case you're wondering why I'm in these shiny, very impractical shoes, I am actually training for a bodybuilding competition, so I was instructed to wear these around the house and as often as possible to get used to walking them on all sorts of surfaces, doing all sorts of things. So here I am.
Check us out online at GearHeadGirl69.com or GHG69.com or follow us on Instagram at GearHeadGirl69.